Hi folks, you are already familiar with the LTSpice GUI and toolbox and the basic keyboard shortcuts. In this episode, we will construct a basic TTL OR gate using 3 NPN bipolar junction transistors and couple of resistors. We will apply pulsed waveforms shaped like square waveforms as the input of the constructed 2-input OR gate. The two square waveforms have different on-time and off-time to cover all the truth table combinations of the 2-input OR gate. We will apply proper DC biasing voltage and transient analysis to check the functionality of the constructed 2-input OR gate. So stay tuned, stay focused. Hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode, we will be constructing a TTL OR gate using BJT. We will be using 3 BJT and couple of resistors to construct the circuit. In the input, we will use 2 different pulsed waveforms with different on-time and off-time to cover all the truth table combination. One more thing, we will apply the keyboard shortcuts. So we will double click on the LTSpice icon and you can see the window of LTSpice has opened. We'll go ahead and click the new file icon. So here the dashboard for our new file has been opened. What we will do, we will first save the file with a particular name, and here I will type with the name BJT TTL OR gate. Okay, and I will click on the save icon. First I will place the 3 BJT here and I'll go here, click on the components icon. And here I'll click on the NPN. So this is a BJT and this is a NPN transistor. I'll click to place it. I'll place the first one. Then somewhere here at some point here I'll place the second one. And I'll go above and keeping a distance I'll place it here. I'll right click to vanish it. Now I'll click the zoom to fit. Now you can see all of the 3 BJTs are there. I'll zoom out a bit for making the connections. Before that I'll place the resistor, so I'll hit R from the keyboard and I'll click Ctrl plus R to rotate it. I'll place one resistor here, okay, and the second resistor I'll place just beneath this particular resistor. I'll right click to vanish it. Now I will again hit the R from the keyboard and the resistance comes here. So I'll place this resistor in line with the collector of this particular transistor just below. I'll click here to place it and again I'll click here to place it. So 2 resistors are now placed. I'll right click to vanish it. So now I will hit W from the keyboard to make the wirings. So first I will connect the 2 resistors with their respective transistor and we have connected the base. Now it's time to connect the collector. I am connecting the resistor with the collector and resistor with the collector. Now again this base will be connected up to this point and we will connect this collector with this interconnection. Now we will go ahead up, go up to right, come down and connect with this point. Now I'll right click to vanish the wirings. I will go ahead and save the file. I will zoom out a bit so that I can see, okay, the proper circuit. Now I will insert the 3 voltages. The first voltage will be on the right hand side, that will give the collector supply, that is VCC. So I'll hit V from the keyboard and the voltage icon comes up. I'll place it here. Now this point needs 1 input, so I'll place 1 voltage here for this particular input, first one, and here I'll place the second one. So the 2 inputs will get 2 voltages. I'll right click to vanish it. Now let me do the wiring. So I'll hit W from the keyboard and the W wiring comes up. So I'll come down up to this point, up to this, go up and connect it. Now I will connect this, the ground line, connect this to the ground line, again connect this ground line, similarly connect this the ground line. Now you can see I have to connect this resistor to this particular voltage source and again I'll go up here and I'll connect to this. So I'll go up, right? Here I connect this collector supply voltage, the resistors which are connected to the collector. Here I see one mistake, that remains a gap, so I'll have to hit the delete key to bring the scissor, and I'll cut this one. Now I right click, vanish the scissor. Again I'll hit W from the keyboard. I'll click here, go upwards and connect. So the wiring is now done. I'll right click to vanish the wiring, and I'll click fit to screen. One thing is remaining, I have to put the ground, right? So I'll hit G from the keyboard and the ground symbol comes up. I'll click here, place it. I'll right click to vanish. Again I have to wire it with the wiring. So I hit W. I connect it with the ground line. So our circuitry, the interconnections are now done. Let me save the file again. So I'll rename the resistors. This is RB1. This is RB2. This is RC1. And this is RC. So these are connected to the collector, so I have renamed them as RC, and these are connected to the base, hence I have named them as RB. Now it's time to give the value to each of the placeholder, the transistor, the resistor, the voltages. I'll do that. For that, I'll first go to this point. I'll rename it as VCC. Okay, and I'll give the value to it as 5. So the VCC will be 5 volt. And now let me click on each of the BJT. Right click and I'll pick a new transistor here. I'll select the 2N2222. So this one I'll be selecting for each of the BJT. I'll click OK. I'll right click on the transistor and pick the new transistor model here, the 2N222. I'll click OK. Here again I'll right click and pick the new transistor 2N2222. I'll click save. Now I'll have to give the resistances values. So right click here and the value is 4.7K. Again this will be 4.7K. I'll click save, and now comes the RC. So this will be 33K, and this is again will be 33K. So here I think all the placeholders have received their values except the 2 input voltages. For them, we will go ahead and we will set the voltages. I'll rename it as the A and this is as the B. Okay, I'll click save. Now I will configure them. Right click and go to advanced, and I'll select the pulse waveform. We have talked about the pulse waveform in the theoretical episode, so I'll not going to repeat those things as this is a practical hands-on episode. So I'll keep on assigning the values. 0, then 5, then 2 micro, then 1 femto, 1 femto, 4 micro, 8 micro. So let me check the values once again. 0, 5, 2 micro, 1 femto, 4 micro, 8 micro. I'll click OK to save the values. I'll click the save icon. Again I'll go to VB and I'll right click and go to advanced and I'll select the pulse waveform. I'll start here assigning the values 0, then 5, then 1 micro, 1 femto, 2 micro, 4 micro, and we are done here. Let me recheck the values. 0, 5, 1 micro, 1 femto, 2 micro, 4 micro, and I'll click OK. So I'll click save. Now the circuitry construction and giving the values to all the placeholders is done. So our circuit is done with the everything. Now I'll put the paddings here. So I'll click here. I'll give the name as out and it will be output. I'll click OK here and I'll place it here. So I'll hit the W to do the wiring. The wiring is done. Now I'll right click. I'll go again for the padding here or the port here. So I'll give the VA. Give it as input. I'll click OK and I'll connect it here. I'll go again and go to the padding. I'll name as VB. Give it as the input and I'll click OK. And so once it comes, right, I'll click here. So the input and output is also now defined. This will help us in probing the voltage waveforms. I'll click save again, and now comes the time when we add the spice directive. So I'll go to this particular spice directive and write here dot tran. I'll click OK, place this transient. I come down here, place it, and I'll right click here to give the values. So here it will be 7 micro, then 0, then 1 nano. So you can see the tran is now getting constructed here, and I'll click OK to save this. You can see the dot tran has came here. I'll click the save icon, and also let me give a dot IC condition so that the initial conditions are correct. Here I have given IC and I'll save it. So the circuitry is almost done. Let me scrutinize the netlist, go to view, then spice netlist. Here you can see there are 3 BJTs, and here you can see the resistors and the resistors, and here the DC supply VCC, and here we have the 2 input pulsed waveform source with different on time and off time, and here the models are declared and they are coming from the spice lib file here, and also you have the tran and the dot IC here. It seems the construction of the circuit is okay as we have scrutinized the spice deck here. So we will now close the spice deck since everything seems okay. We close it and I'll save file again, and now I'll go and run the simulation. Simulation has run. Now let me go to the view menu and see the spice output log, and here we cannot see any error or warning, so it seems okay. One mistake I have identified that I have placed the padding here below in the ground line. So I'll hit the M to move it. I'll select it, I'll move it, and I'll give it upwards here. So I'll hit the escape to disable the move. I'll click the save icon, and again I'll hit the run simulation button. So now it has come. Let me go ahead and click here. So here you can see the waveform. Let me hit E from the keyboard to get another slot. Here I will click the second waveform as input. Again let me hit E from the keyboard, get a third slot. Here I will put the output waveform. So now let me bring on my marker 10. So here you can see in the OR logic, right, either one of the input is 1, then the output will be 1. Okay, so here you can see this is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. We are verifying the truth table now. This one is okay. Now this is 0, this is 1, and this goes to 1 at this point. So this is going to 1. It has reached already this value, so this is 1. Okay, 0, this is 0, 1, and this is 1. Now this is 1, this is 1, and the output here is again 1. Now here you can see this state is 1 and this state has become 0, and this is again 1. So it is remaining 1. If I now go to this point, right, this section, this has come down to 0 and this is 1 and this remains 1. And for this 1, 1, it remains 1. So we have checked the different values of the truth table of the OR gate, and they seems to be aligned with the graphical output that we are getting from this particular circuit. So I would like to say that in this right hand circuit, we have used 3 BJTs construct a TTL OR gate, that is transistor-transistor logic. So TTL OR gate is performing as per its intended operation. We are successful in constructing the TTL OR gate here, and the waveform is verifying that truth table. So we are done here. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In case you have some dislikes, put that as in words in the comment section down below, and bye for today.